70 degrees. Damn. Alright, guys, I'm just going live to tell you that I'm not going live. And, and it is officially about time to do the cleansing. I'm going to invite some people. I don't know how I'm going to do it because there's a couple of people I want to invite that are going to want to film like projects here at least a day or two. It'll be easy peasy. Easy peasy. Alright, guys, look, I'm just giving y'all a quick update. What's up, Thorny? Oh, no, my bad. Thorin. Thorin and his floorboards. Good to see you. What's up, Pokey? What's up, Amanda? Erobo, thank you for the share. Blake, thank you for the heart. T Jackson in the chat. Travis, thank you for sharing it out. Guys, I'm going live just to say that I'm not going live. I wanted to go live right at 3 a.m., but this was the soonest I could make it happen. What's up, Amanda? All right. You know, I said we're not going live, but we're live already, so we might as well investigate, right? Blake, thank you for the vote. Guys, big shout out to the crew I was with at Post Town. I got to make some posts about the last two group events that I went to. Group ghost hunts, I should say, not events. The Waverly one and the Post Town one. I got to make some posts. Guys, I just stopped posting entirely. I've become ultra jaded. It's my LBBD. Guys, there's a new thing overtaking the entire country, the entire world. And I say new, but really it's been here since the dawn of time. And it's called LBBD. LBBD. It's a disease that's toxic and fatal, and everybody has it. Everyone already is infected with LBBD. Can I say this? Am I going to get in trouble? Guys, LBBD stands for little baby disease. Little baby B. Little baby ditch disease, but replace the D with a B. It's pretty bad. I've got it really bad. Whenever you want to complain, like whenever like you don't want to do something, if you feel like whining or complaining, that's your LBBD flaring up. And some people can't control it. Some people just go ballistic with it, and I'm one of them. I have it really bad. So, in order to get over that, we're going to do an EVP. This is how you fight it. You fight it with ghost hunting. No, I'm kidding. Adrenaline does help, though. Working out, adrenaline. Rory says my teenagers have it. Yeah. I'll say when I was a teenager, I had it pretty bad, too. Does anybody else in the chat know someone with LBBD? Lil Puggy back in the chat. What's up, Puggy? Sky, you have asthma and everything. Bad respiratory. Sorry. I inhaled a hair or my spit or something. You know, if you have bad respiratory, you got to be careful going into haunted locations. Justin, thank you for the share. Melody, you know someone with LBBD? Leo, LBBD. Alam says Diddy Mansion. Yeah, we're investigating the Diddy Mansion tonight. Guys, let me know if you see the Diddler anywhere. You know, I bet that place is haunted. Maggie May with the super! Maggie May, welcome to the 3:30 a.m. haunted live stream. Thank you for being here. Mr. Pink says Sydney Sweeney or 2007 Megan Fox. Ooh. And then Jared Wilder says might get diddled. Oh my goodness. YouTube chat popping tonight. Maggie May, you are amazing. Maggie, for you, I'm going to do this EVP right now. Oh, Sydney Sweeney or 2007 Megan Fox. You know, if I had to pick, I'd probably choose my girlfriend. Babe, if you ever see this. Just know that I'm always thinking of you. Melody, thank you for the Let 'em Cooks. T-Check says right now it feels like I have the whole alphabet. Babe clears all. That's right. You know, Babe mentions Joe Burrow all the time, so I started mentioning Sydney Sweeney, and she hates it. She hates it so much when I bring up Sydney Sweeney. And I do too. Eventually, I'm gonna start just. I'll have like. I should put like random pictures on my phone of Sydney Sweeney, or like just have like a search result open at all times, just to show her if she's making me mad. Miles Miller says hi. I'm dead. Hi, dead. Okay, guys. YouTube chat, guys. You want to hear some more YouTube chat? Annoyingly centrist says, "Oh, Cass, you deleted the. I can still view it. I see the ghost of Hitler in the closet. If you listen closely, he's saying, 'Finish the job.'" I don't think you could say that in the chat. Kessler, you did the right thing. You did the right thing by deleting that message. Pink says, "Who's your favorite Austrian painter?" Oh, that's a great question. What about you guys in the chat? Who's your all's favorite Austrian painter? I don't think I know any. Jorgani Rogani says, "Well, you just said it on stream." Yeah, I'm actually dreaming right now, so that doesn't count. Ria Riri says, "Where are you?" We're in Diddy's basement at the moment. Alam says, "My lawyer advised me not to answer." Ria says, "Please tell me your save." Yeah. Save file on lock. Auto save. Auto save. Big Back says, "Yo, there's nothing there." Uh, Nothing's a strong statement. Ria says, "Please be safe." Ria, have you had any paranormal experiences? Yeah, this kind of feels like Resident Evil 7. Guys, there's a scene in the show Evil where a demon is on the priest and the priest is asleep, but the priest thinks he's awake and interacting with this demon. But then we finally get to see what's actually happening because it's been happening for like a whole season. But we finally get to see it. And I had a feeling this was the case. The priest was passed out and the demon was sucking soul energy. It looked like blood. It looked like but sucking soul energy out of the priest, like this big gross demon thing. And it was showing itself as a girl that the priest liked, like in his interactions, but he quickly realized, but he thinks he's awake during these interactions, but he's not. The priest is actually, and I had a feel, like I said, I had a feeling it was like that. T Jax with 20, let him cooks, let's go. Aubrielle, thank you for the follow. But yeah, guys, it's energy vampires, aka demons. But there is absolutely one here. I can feel it in this house when I come here. And guys, I am slightly, in a weird kind of twisted way, I'm looking forward to other investigators investigating this house and seeing how they experience it, because most of the time initially when people come here, they're not hit with the paranormal energy right away. Some people are, most people aren't, especially upstairs, like when we have the windows open and it's daytime, it doesn't feel. But when night comes and you really get to experience the house, this feels like any haunted location you'd go to. It has that energy, that vibe. It's a messed up energy. Okay, anyways, let's do an EVP. Shout out Maggie May with the super chat. Blake says, "You ever go to the Octagon House in Franklin?" I haven't yet. I need to. I absolutely need to. Sky says, "Is it bad? Scary movies make me laugh and I never get scared." Guys, did you all just see? Tell me you just saw that on TikTok. I was watching the TikTok screen. Was there something in the doorway? It looked like, whoop. Please, someone tell me if they saw it. I'm hitting record. Hello, is someone there? I'm thinking about inviting some investigators here. Is there anyone you want me to invite? All right, let's listen. Nikki says, what happened at that house? A lot that we know, but much more that we don't know. So the main story of a haunting here is of a little boy named David who passed away, supposedly right here. Now, when David was supposedly alive, this house wouldn't have been here. This would have been either a plantation, or this would have been the frontier, like way back. So, not sure how accurate it is, but they say he passed away right here from falling. Not sure, but David has come through, and it's one of the most consistent things about the haunting here. However, that has no relation to the history that we do know. Every family that's lived here has reported paranormal activity, all of it being similar. The feeling of someone standing at the bottom of these steps, especially when you're trying to walk up, it feels like you'll never make it up the steps. Glowing balls of light spotted through multiple generations of people living here, like literally just floating balls of light. Full shadow figures, poltergeist activity. When the haunting was at its worst, it was when I was living here by myself. It was so bad. Anyway, I need to just make a video. I need to make a video talking about the timeline of the property, the history that we know and don't know, and what happened when I lived here. Anyways, let's listen back to this. Guys, I thought I was actually, like, I thought my brain was I thought something was bad wrong with me, because the haunting was just so severe. It's unbelievably severe. But thankfully, other people experienced the haunting, felt the energy, and taught me how to fix it. AKA how to do cleansings, how to take care of the inner. And guys, most residential cases stem from people never addressing the spirits, like ever. You can literally just tell the spirits to leave you alone, and 9 out of 10 spirits will just leave you alone, because you've never. The way we set our boundaries with spirits is through words, it's through talking. And most people don't ever do that. They'll move into a house, the spirits are already there, and they just never say anything, or the spirits are already attached to them. And speaking, obviously talking to them, but praying is a big one too. But even in your prayers, you still have to be direct with what you're asking for, and again, addressing the spirits directly, telling them to back the frick up if that's what needs to happen. A lot of times there's someone who's potentially either psychic or spiritually empathic in a family, and they're drawing spirits to them unintentionally, and it creates chaos, havoc. All right, let's listen back to this.
Hello, someone there?
Travis says, I had a dream on Tuesday. I was back post town walking around.
Hello, someone there?
Travis, what was it like? Pick them up. No, it says the demon's name. It says Bebub. It says the name. The first EVP we get is it's saying, I'm hearing, are you hearing, it's like, Bebub.
I'm thinking about inviting some investigators here.
Wait, say Vincent? It's a girl voice. It may not be. Vincent's the name of the spirit attached to the doll. Do y'all hear Vincent or something else? Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Is there
Something basement. It's like,
is there anyone you want me to invite?
hold on. We didn't get the end didn't play. Travis says it looks like I was a spirit because I could walk through anything, and I swear I saw D-Rock. Oh, I need to call Daryl. I didn't get to see him when I was up there. By the time I took my break on my stream, it was 3 a.m. All right, here, let's hit record again. Guys, I literally just went live tonight to tell you all that I'm not going live, but we're kind of investigating a little bit right now. PJ, thank you for the heart. Are there any spirits that wish to stay here? Hello? Are there any spirits that wish to leave? Guys, after that first question, I heard a voice out loud. T-Jax says, we appreciate you letting us know you aren't going live in your live. You're welcome, T-Jax. You know why I went live? Because A, I'd planned on going live anyways, and B, I don't like making posts. And as a full-time content creator, that's kind of, guys, something in me has changed over the last 6 to 8 months, and obviously, doing these basement investigations hasn't helped. I've unintentionally egged on the spirits and the energies here, and maybe I'm just getting older, but I've grown like, I can tell when I'm being affected by a dark presence or like a negative entity when I start feeling disgusted. Back when we were doing those demonic cases all the time, going to demon house after demon house, I I would start looking at humans as part of like a ant colony or as like bugs. And that's if you start thinking that way, you can tell you're being influenced, especially if you don't normally think that way. That's like not my normal type of thinking. And it's, from doing this for so long, there's a handful of things that happen whenever I've been around a dark presence for too long. And one of them is a disgusted feeling like you feel disgusted about humans. And that's one of mine anyways. Everyone's different. Everyone gets affected differently. Other things are extreme disinterest in things that you used to enjoy. A lot of similar to depression, a lot of these symptoms, a clinician or a therapist would say, this is depression. And maybe it is, but I've found, especially like when I was investigating the Monroe house, if I would investigate it just one night, it would mess me up for weeks, sometimes months afterwards. And I swear it is a biological and physiological reaction when interacting with these dark presences, with these powerful spirits. And eventually, I do think with AI getting more powerful, we'll be able to study this accurately and prove that this is happening, because the AI will be able to detect the spirits much more effectively than we can. Anyway, I'm just rambling at this point. My point is, guys, it's time for a change. It's time for hope and change. We're going back to 2008 with this one, fam. We are going to do a full cleansing of the house, like I said. And do you all remember last time? This was years ago. Last time we did a major cleansing of the house, the spirits were so pissed. They were so mad. The spirits were. They kept cussing me out. And it was right. I moved out right after that. So we did the cleansing and then I moved out. And it was months before I investigated over here again. It was like literally 2 to 2.5 months, maybe 3 months. And God, the spirits were so angry. And think about it, it makes sense. Like, okay, did you hear that? Also, guys, at the school, I said Marco out. Marco Polo, the game where you go Marco and something goes Polo. Like, that turned it off. I said Marco and something whispered Polo immediately, and it's not on the YouTube audio. I still have to. I have the TikTok stream downloaded on that laptop. I need to listen to it right now and see if it's on there. I said Marco and something went Polo immediately. All right, let's listen back to this. T-Jack says, let them be angry. You have to take care of the living, Pops, and yourself. And T-Jax, that's a great point. And I felt tore up about doing this because Pops is starting to have it, like, experiences almost every other day at this point where, like, something will be banging in the house, or he'll have a sleep disturbance or a nightmare. And Pops has never had any issues with that kind of thing. But now he's living here by himself, and he is subjected to this energy constantly. And I can say from experience, when I lived here by myself, it was unbearable at some points. And you don't even realize the extent of it when you're in it until you go somewhere that's not like that. All right, let's listen back to this. Smash Bros 88. Yeah, I'm live on TikTok as well.
Are there any spirits that wish to stay here?
Travis, I'll let them know. Listen, I said, are there any spirits that wish to stay here? And a little girl voice goes, yes. Listen to this.
Any spirits that wish to stay here?
And I heard it out loud. You can hear me freaking out like, oh my goodness. That was what I heard. That's when I heard a voice out loud.
Stay here.
Another voice. Listen. Come with us? They've been saying that over and over. It's just like, come with us. I don't know if that's what it's saying.
Hello? Are there any spirits that wish to leave?
Yes, I do. That's the girl voice. Whoa. It's like something the camera or camo I don't know. We got to do one more. Deborah, thank you for the follow. Let's do one more. And guys, if we hit the Let 'em Cook gift goal, if we hit 100 Let 'em Cooks, we will do the spirit box. We'll do, and guys, the spirit box worked really well at Post Town. I was using AM, and it was working really well. Sammy, thank you for the Let 'em Cooks. Let's go. Thank you for helping with our gift goal, Sammy. 100 Let 'em Cooks. And we will bust out the spirit box. Lisa, thank you for the follow. Ryan Walter, I'm using this EVP recorder. That's what we're using right now. What happens to you when a place like this is cleansed? I swear I heard her voice again for a second. Who is this? All right, this one's going to be extra noisy since we were closer over there. Oh my goodness, it is PJ with 3 Let 'em Cooks. Guys, we're 1 Let 'em Cook away from being 30 out of 100. Who's going to be the 30th Let 'em Cook? Who's it going to be? Pay, thank you for the follow. All right, let's play this back. PJ is the 30th. Look, there's the girl voice again. PJ with 11 Let 'em Cooks. PJ, thank you for the 11 Let 'em Cooks.
What happens to you when a place like this is cleansed?
There's a voice. T-Jax, thank you for the chasing dream. I can't swim? I don't know.
I swear I heard her voice again.
And that's where I heard it, guys. I don't know what is happening. I don't know if her voice is out loud or if I'm getting tuned in to her frequency, but I heard her voice and it is on here. It is on here, clear as day. Gosh. Okay, we got to review the audio and see if it was out loud or if I'm just starting to pick up on her. Or it could be both, too. It could be both things could also be true. All right, let's keep listening. That's insane. That is absolutely insane.
Who is this?
Wait. You'll appear with us? You're here with us? Look here with us? Gen X Sabrina, I don't know who this is. I don't know who the girl voice is. Guys, be sure to hit follow if you're new. We're only going to go live for a little bit longer. All right, let's set the REM pod out. And someone said, see if the spirit can play the guitar. I'm down. Spirits, do you have the ability to play the guitar? Whoa! Okay, that's got to be from me walking back, right? Guys, remember, at 100 Let 'em Cooks, we are breaking out the AM Spirit Box. Hello? Are you trying to play the guitar? Here, I'm going to close this door so we can hear it better. What is happening? Whoa. Okay. Here, we're going to listen real close. Or maybe not. Maybe not if you're doing that. Guys, remember, 100 Let 'em Cooks on the gift goal, and we'll get the spirit box out and continue the stream. All right, if you're actually trying to play the guitar, can you make it beep 3 times for yes? Like beep, beep, beep. Oh! There we go. I said 3. I normally say 2 for yes. I want it to be extra. Do you like the guitar? Can you make it beep twice for yes if you like it? Are you the girl voice that we're hearing? Can you make it beep 3 times if you're the girl? Can you make it beep twice if you're a boy? Is the guitar your favorite instrument? That's crazy. There was nothing happening until I asked that question. Kayla, thank you for the heart. Do you like hearing me play guitar? Oof. Have we talked before? Are you a demon? Are you human? Guys, at this point, I'm not sure if this is actually working or not. If you can use that, if you're using that to talk to me, can you make it beep twice, just like beep, beep? Okay, I'm going to turn this off. It might have a low battery. If you want to keep talking, can you strum the guitar or just make it make any noise? That's impossible, isn't it? Guys, think about it. We're at it. Well, maybe it's not impossible, but listen, we're asking something with no physical form to do something physically. That's like if you asked me to touch the guitar from here without using my body. I could try to use air, try to kick it without touching it, but we're asking spirits to do it. Okay, so there's a million thoughts happening in my head when I'm trying to explain this, because I'm playing devil's advocate to my own argument. So they don't have a body, but sometimes we can hear the spirits speak out loud. How is that possible when they don't have any vocal cords, they don't have a throat, they don't have lungs? They don't have a mouth. How are they able to make a word? And so that leads you to think, is there a space where they exist that sound also exists, or they can produce a sound or frequency that reaches us here as a word? It's those kind of things that like got me hooked into the paranormal, is those kind of questions. All right, guys, be sure to hit follow if you're new. I'm going to be live Saturday. I have to hit the treadmill. It's 4 in the morning. I'm going to try to get at least an hour in, and then I got to go back to my place, feed Lola, let her out. If I don't get back there by 6 a.m., she'll probably pee in the floor, which I can't blame her for that. So I have to hit the treadmill. Guys, your boy is almost in shape. I know you're hearing my Owen Wilson voice and you're thinking, this guy, he don't lift. I've been lifting. I've been freaking hitting the gym a little too much. Your boy a little gymmed out over here. All right, guys. I'll be live Saturday. We're either going to do an experiment or it'll be a very weird live stream. We'll do something that is so messed up. I swear I saw something in front of the door. Yeah, guys, sorry I didn't go live tonight. Maddie Boo, thank you for the follow. Travis, thank you for being here. Guys, be sure to hit follow if you're new. The energy here is messed up. Guys, I'm interested to see. There's a handful of reasons why it might affect me and my family more than like the average person, especially since, living here. But I guess that's the way it is with any haunted place. Like, whoever lives there is going to obviously experience the most activity. But I'm interested to see what some of my investigator friends think about this place. God, okay, I'll tell y'all one story, and then so a few years ago, my friend Kayla, she started investigating, and she came over and investigated. We did a live stream, and it was such a quiet night. I felt so bad, like almost nothing happened. There was but so we decide to go completely lights out. We're sitting here, we're filming. I used to just stream on YouTube back then, so I just the YouTube stream. Lights completely out. We're both sitting here looking this direction, and at the same exact time, we both go, and we could see this giant red, like glowing mass. It was like this big red undulating mass just over this area. And we both didn't want to say what we were seeing to influence the other person, but we, at the same exact moment, we saw this thing manifest over this area right here. And part of the reason it's so memorable is because like almost nothing else happened that entire night, and I felt bad that because Pete, like my friends who had told her about this place, mainly MC, she's investigated here a couple times, and every time MC's investigated here, it has been unbelievably active. So MC tells Kayla, hey, Eric's place is pretty haunted. And then Kayla comes over and we hardly get anything. It was like, dang. But then that happened. And I still talk about that moment to this day. It was one of the most memorable things that's ever happened down here. And it was part of the reason it was so impactful is because two separate people seeing the same thing at the same exact time. It's pretty awesome. T-Jax, Connor Blaine, Paranormal wants to stay the night in the basement. Guys, how crazy would it be to start having challenges here? Wouldn't that be absolutely insane? Maddie Boo, thank you for the follow. Brunel says, have you gone to Kempton Park Hospital? I haven't heard of that. Pink, thank you for the follow. All right, guys, hit follow. If you're new, smash subscribe on the YouTube. And, guys, I'll be back Saturday either for an experiment, a review, or something weird, something Diabolical. No, not diabolical. I take that back. Not diabolical. Saturday will be live. Even if it's a short live, hopefully not this short though. Hopefully it'll be longer than this. This is too short. We've been live 40 minutes, less than an hour. No, we can't. That's not good. We gotta be live longer than that. We gotta be live. Oh my goodness, we gotta be live longer than that. Oh my god, there's so many spiders. Jeez. Oh, that one's a thick one, and he's jumpy. Oh my god, there's just so many. Oh, yeah, that's the other. Back when I first started streaming the basement, I bought a cot because I was gonna do a sleep stream down here where I was gonna try and sleep 4 hours down here and have multiple live angles, multiple live cameras. Obviously, I never did it, but I was planning on ideally doing it in the winter where there's less bugs. There's still a lot of bugs even in the winter, so don't even think that it's like bug free or anything like that. All right. Anyways, Saturday will be live. Thank you all for being here. Do I got everything? I'll be back live Saturday and we will kick it. We will kick it. All right, guys, stay tuned, stay epic. I'll see y'all Saturday. John Johnson, thank you for the follow. All right, guys, stay tuned and stay epic. I'll see you Saturday.